Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today, as the title suggests, I'm talking about the truth about being a YouTuber. And I just want to talk about some things that people don't understand. It's so funny. And the reason I'm making this video is more recently, a lot of people have been messaging me saying things like, how do you grow a YouTube channel? They've been on YouTube for a long time and it's not working. Or people have asked me what's the best way to start a YouTube channel and stuff like that. Now, if people don't know, I've been on YouTube for about 4 years-ish. I had an old channel which I've deleted, but this present channel, the Fashion Archive, I started last year, February. So the first thing I'll say is if you're doing YouTube for money, you will fail. And 9 times out of 10, you'll stop making videos because most people don't have a viral video that blows up. So unless you're one of those 1 out of 10 people that has a video that blows up and when you start, you already have some sort of traction, that will kind of like motivate you to go on. But for people like me, and it's less likely for someone like me to have a viral video because I make very, very niche videos about fashion. If I was making stuff like ASOS hauls, maybe I would. So when you have a niche channel like I did, it's less likely you're going to have a viral video. And if we talk about like economics, minimum wage for my age in the UK is something like £6 something an hour. And this month is literally the first time I've gotten a paycheck from YouTube ever. And I've been on YouTube for 4 years. And in total on YouTube, I think I've released like 210 videos. So you can imagine all the hours I've spent editing, all the hours I spent preparing for videos, all the hours I spent filming, all the hours I spent doing lots of stuff. And if we do like how much I've gotten paid from YouTube per hour, it's probably like 0.000000001 cent per hour. So if you, first of all, if you think YouTube like is for the money or whatever, you will fail. I'm 100% sure, unless you get a viral video, which is so unlikely. So, second thing I want to talk about is what is a realistic target for growing on YouTube. Now, for me personally, I had my first channel that I had for 2 years. At its height, it was at, I think, 400 subscribers. But people need to understand that failure is actually positive. Like, people always look at failure as something that's negative. What I learned in those 2 years isn't... I wasn't just doing nothing. I was doing videography on the side and photography on the side. So I was improving videography-wise. Because as a job, I was a photographer and videographer. I was upgrading my camera equipment as well. I was learning how to like do more edits. I was learning how to film better. I was getting more comfortable being in front of a camera. So even though you've had a channel for a long time, like it doesn't work, so to speak, you're still gaining knowledge. You're still like, when I started this new channel, I could edit so fast because I'd had an old channel where I'd had to edit, and that's when I learned all the tricks of the trade. So there's this kind of like misconception that some people are just funny, man. They message me like, they've been on YouTube for 3 months and it's not working. I'm like, you've been on YouTube for 3 months and you released 3 videos, like chill out. Like on my old channel, I released 60 videos, but I realized what I was doing wrong. What I was doing wrong was I was focusing too much on the content, and I wasn't dividing my time between the content and how do I get this in front of people? How do people actually see these videos? Yeah, I think I'm making good content, but how do I get these in front of people's eyes? And when I made my new channel, that was the whole point, because I was like, okay, scrap that old channel. I've learned a lot of things from my old channel. Now I'm just going to go on this new channel and see if what I've learned I can put to the test. Then with this new channel, it took me 1 year posting every single week consistently. I don't think I missed 1 week, apart from if I had exams or something. And it took me a whole year to get to 1,000 subscribers. But then growth on YouTube is exponential, so it's not going to take me another year to get to 2,000 subscribers. The rate kind of increases because the more videos you have on YouTube, the more chances you have of someone discovering your video, the more chances you have of one of your videos being recommended and stuff like that. So it is exponential. But by the time I was like 1 year in, I probably had at least 90 videos on YouTube, and I had 1,000 subscribers. So this misconception that people think you release one video a month and you're gonna grow is just that's not it. Like, if you want to grow a YouTube channel, first of all, before you even start making videos, go and do research on SEO, how to optimize your videos, how to make your videos get suggested, or how to, when people search for your videos, how can they find it, stuff like that. Then go and learn how to edit and stuff like that before you even start making videos. So by the time you make videos, you're in a flow, and the videos don't take you long. Like, people have asked me, how do you release videos at such a fast rate? It's actually because I can edit really fast, because I've been doing it for 4 years. So, and it's not just like something I do on YouTube. As a job, I'm a videographer. So like, I edit all the time. So now I'm just really quick. So I can edit a video that's supposed to take 10 hours in like 1 hour. So yeah, it's just funny, man. People are like, I have like 5 videos now and I've seen no traction. When I first started this channel, and this was with everything I knew, my videos on a good day would get to 50 views. So that kind of puts it into perspective. And I thought I was making good content. I mean, from the start of this channel, I've been filming with a 4K camera. Like, and I've had some cinematic shots. If you look at like my intro video, was decent. It was decent. So yeah, I'm just here to tell people, like, YouTube isn't as easy as people think, and you have to work for it. And another thing I learned on my old channel was I didn't post every week. I wasn't that consistent. But what I noticed was, so when I started my channel, it was kind of like when Sanjeev was kind of coming up, Magnus Running just started the channel. And from every channel that I saw grow, what they all had in common was they were all posting very consistently. So I was thinking to myself, well, I can't really complain because I'm not really posting consistently. Yeah, I think I'm making good content, but if I'm not posting consistently and the people that are growing are, then there must be a correlation between growing and posting consistently, which is why on this channel I committed to posting every week. But obviously, now let's talk about like problems that arise. So, for example, I had been saving, I wanted to go to Paris this summer so bad. Like, I wanted to go for Paris Fashion Week, and then I wanted to meet a lot of people I need to meet, see a lot of things I need to see, and just experience Paris as a whole with a couple of friends for, you know, just a good amount of time. But then my laptop decided to break. And obviously, if I don't have a laptop, I'm not going to make videos. And if I can't post consistently, my channel, as far as I know, is going to die. So all my money that I saved to go to Paris and stuff, I now had to take that money and spend it on a new laptop. So with YouTube, you have to make sacrifices. Like, you don't grow a YouTube channel just making crappy videos and not making any sacrifices. And another thing I'll say is, when you make YouTube videos, you start to realize who not necessarily cares about you, that's too deep, but like who has your best interest type of thing. Because people I thought would support me didn't. And like, a lot of people said things behind my back like, yo, he's wasting his time, he's been on YouTube for so long, it's not going anywhere. But it's like, YouTube is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Like, it's not, if you make one video a month, you're not going to grow, I'm sorry, unless you have one lucky video that goes viral, which isn't sustainable. So yeah, it's just funny, man, when I see people, they make a couple of videos and they just expect to blow up. That's why so many people start YouTube and they burn out and then they quit, because it's too hard. Like, they can't, they don't have the, it's either they don't have the drive to post consistent videos, or they run out of ideas, or because they don't earn any money from it and they're like, oh, I'm putting all this time into YouTube, they just quit. And that's why money shouldn't be your motivation. My personal motivation for making vids was actually, originally, because I was doing videography as a job and photography, so I wanted to kind of use YouTube as like practice. And then at that time I was also getting into fashion, so my videos started moving to fashion more. And then why I made this new channel was because I didn't think anyone talked about high-end fashion. Now there's a few channels that do now, but back then, like a year ago in Feb, yes, you have Avery, but Avery, I don't know, man. He doesn't post too much, and then he hasn't covered a lot of topics I wanted people to cover. Sanjeev does like styling videos. So I was like, his is kind of like a void I can fill. So that's another thing about YouTube. You can't be a B-Tech version or a crappy version of someone else. If you make videos that look exactly the same as Sanjeev, people will just say, oh, you're a watered down Sanjeev because your videos are the same. Someone else has already done that. So just a lot of things to consider before you start a YouTube channel. Like, it isn't a cakewalk, and it's taken me almost 2 years just to grow my following to like 5,000 subscribers, and that's 2 years on this channel. But overall on YouTube, it's taken me 4 years of experience learning how YouTube works and all of that just to get to 5,000 subscribers. So people that start YouTube and think you just get to 100k in like 1 year, that does happen for some people, but it's rare. The only people that actually that happens for is people who are big on another platform. Let's say you've been a celebrity already, or you have a big Instagram following or Twitter following or whatever, or you've been on some TV show, and then you make a YouTube channel. Yes, you'll be able to build a lot of traction because you have following from somewhere else. But if you don't have any following from anywhere, which was like me, you have to build it out of nowhere, like out of the ground. And also, this is a criticism I have for fashion YouTubers in general. In America, I feel like fashion YouTubers support each other more. Yes, they might not be my cup of tea. I like Jacob Starr, but I don't like Harrison Neville. Not like I don't like them personally, but I don't like the content they make. So Harrison Neville, Kai's Blazendary, Blake Linda, all those guys. But they all support each other. They're all in each other's videos, and it helps all of them grow. But this is not even exclusive to fashion now. Like I don't know, I watch a lot of like black American YouTubers. There's like Soul Illuminati, DDG, all those guys. They're always making videos about each other, and then they all grow. Whereas in the UK, I don't know, there's kind of like this mad hostility when it comes to YouTubers in general and fashion YouTubers particularly. There's kind of like this hostility, like, I don't know, no one's friends with anyone or no one's cool with anyone. And that's why, and also when I was growing my channel, I thought I made good content, but no one shouted me out or no one was like telling people, apart from my guy Alex Zavias. But yeah, no one else was shouting me out or saying, I really like this guy's videos, like you should check him out. Which it doesn't take anything from them. I don't know how they see it. I don't know, maybe they think it's like a competition or anything. And that's why on my channel, if you guys haven't noticed, that's why when I like a channel, I always shout them out. Because it's like, this person's working hard at the end of the day. And yes, it was harder for me, but that doesn't mean it has to be harder for everyone else. Like, if I have a following, I can help people who have less of a following than me if they're making good content. And I believe that it's in line with my channel. Like, if someone is making videos about fashion that I like, then it's not going to take anything from me or my channel or take anything away from my channel if I shout them out. So, yeah, man, this is just me ranting about the truth about being a YouTuber. And also, something I actually forgot to talk about is hate comments. So obviously I'm not a mentally weak person, so I can't speak for everyone. I'm sure some people get really affected, but something you need to learn as a YouTuber is not everyone will like you. It's just life, in anything. There'll always be people who hate you. Like, regardless of what you do, you could donate a house to their family, they'll still hate you. So I have dedicated haters on YouTube who every time I comment on anything or I make a video, they comment hate every time. And it's specific people, like I see their names constantly. It's just funny. I find it funny that like someone takes so much time out of their day just to hate me. It's like, man, this is effort. Like, you could put that energy into something else. But I know some other people aren't that mentally strong. So just take it into mind that like you will get hate comments, you will get people DMing you some madness. Um, like YouTube isn't a cakewalk, and I didn't realize this because when I had a smaller following, it was just everyone like, "Oh, your channel's so good, you're underrated." And then when my channel grew bigger, it's a lot of people like just hating, and a lot of something I get a lot of hate from actually is like, this is also like what happens on YouTube is I made a video about the Antwerp Six. It was like one of the first videos I ever made, and I was mentioning all the members of the Antwerp Six, and then I said I was talking about Martin Margiela, but I think I must have said Maison Margiela instead of Martin Margiela, and the hate comments, and then people just sending me DMs with some madness in it, and it's like, I just started this channel, and I didn't think, if, like, I don't know, don't people have common sense? Sometimes it's just crazy. If I can mention the Antwerp Six off the top of my head, you really think and I'm talking about the Antwerp Six and what they are and what they mean to fashion, you really think I don't know who Martin Margiela is? Like, you really think I don't know what the difference between Maison Margiela, which is House of Margiela, and Martin, which is his actual name, is? It's crazy, man. And back then, I didn't think it was that serious because I thought people had common sense to, you know, actually re-edit the video and refilm it just because I made one word mistake, which is something I do now. Like, sometimes I'm rambling now, like I am now, and I say one bad thing, and then when I'm editing it and I listen back, I'm like, I'm just gonna get so much hate for saying that one thing by mistake. So let me just change it. Like, I'm human. People make mistakes. Like, I think I say one thing and I say other things. Let me give you another example. Michael Kors was one of the first designers. Well, he was the first runway designer for Celine. And one time I think I must have said Marc Jacobs instead of Michael Kors. But in my head, I thought I said Michael Kors. And then here comes the hate again. Oh, you don't know anything about fashion. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, it's just funny, man. So I'm just saying this to say that, like, people always hate on you. People always make assumptions about you based on one video they've seen. People don't really know your story in the first place. People don't know how long you've been on YouTube. Like, I've been on YouTube really for 4 years. And the fifth thing I have to say is don't do it for money. Otherwise, you will burn out because it's not sustainable to do YouTube for money. Yes, maybe in like 3-4 years from now, I might have a decent following where I could actually live off YouTube. But for now, or the next 4 years, I won't be earning any sort of living from YouTube. And I'm literally still doing it because I want to get a lot of information about fashion that isn't on YouTube now. And I feel like, especially fashion influencers and people who say their full-time job is to do with fashion, I don't know how you can't know some sort of history or anything about the brand you're wearing. I don't know, it's crazy to me. So that's what I'm kind of providing on this platform. So yeah, hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble. There's a YouTube channel you guys should check out. He released his first video, and he's always supported this channel actually, and he's been subscribed to this channel. So his name is Michael Tandy. Definitely check his channel out. Also, if you like brands like Demeulemeester or Rick Owens, those type of brands, Yang Lee, then there's a store called The Allotment, and if you use my code IO20, then you get 20% off. And in this store actually, stuff like what they sell, Demeulemeester and stuff like that, is a lot cheaper than you find anywhere else. And then with my code and you get 20% off, it's even like more cheap. So it's even cheaper, sorry, that's bad English. It's even cheaper. So yeah, definitely check that out. I don't get any money from that, by the way. I'm just helping them because I feel like not enough people know about a store that stocks really good brands. So yeah, man, if you're new, thank you for coming. I know there's a lot of new people. If you've been an old supporter, I appreciate you. Subscribe to this channel if this is your first video you're watching. Like this video and stay tuned for more videos. Can't wait for my new laptop to come so I can actually edit this video I'm filming now and get back in the mix. But like I said, I'm not really posting that often now because I have exams, but after exams I have loads of time. I probably post every 2 days, maybe daily. I've done it before. So yeah, on that note, I'm out.